this is my final project presentation. The plan is to overhaul a community center in my neighborhood of Massapequa, New York. There's an existing facility already. It's in between a residential area. It has a baseball field, a soccer, multi-purpose field, a small indoor facility with a basketball court, and a multi-purpose space, as well as a pretty small parking area. One of the issues, and it's a recently built facility, one of the issues that people complain about is the fact that it's mostly used up by rentals and not really available for recreation use. So to renovate it so that it can accommodate all parties would probably be best. So the outline, it's pretty bold, I'll admit that. The plan would be to kind of level the indoor facility and the baseball field and rebuild it. The indoor area would be quite large and rectangular shaped. It would also be sunken into the ground so that a second soccer field and the baseball field can be built on top of it. The soccer field would remain where it is, the initial one, the existing one. Inside the indoor facility would be a few basketball courts, a swimming pool, a gym, and a roller hockey rink that can be used for indoor soccer as well. Also to accommodate some of the new participants and residents that are going to use the facilities, there's going to be a reconstructed parking garage, multi-level. Alright, so the town itself is roughly 10,000 people, and with this new renovation we can accommodate both rentals to generate revenue and also recreational use for kids in the neighborhood, etc. And because of this and the activities that would take place at the facility, we need at least 7 employees. It's probably a little low, but at least 7. A groundskeeper for the outdoor fields, and a couple of outdoor supervisors, indoor supervisors, and at least 2 lifeguards. Probably need more than that, but it's a minimum. Some of the strengths include the fact that this is it's in a residential area, and it's easy to get to from even people outside of the area. It's in between 2 parkways, but being in the middle of a residential area, kids can go play there and use it recreationally. It's also easy for the townspeople to get to. Because it's in a residential area, it also can be considered a weakness because noise complaints, traffic, etc. It is a residential area, and it's traditionally pretty quiet. It's a little busier now, obviously, with the existing facility, but this would definitely ramp it up. Now the opportunities, because of its location, you can bring in a lot of different revenue, a lot of different people from outside to make additional money. So that's good. The opportunity also for the residents to improve their lives in terms of being more active and using the facilities to jumpstart a healthy lifestyle. So on to costs. It's a pretty big number. I'm aware of the boldness of the project, but I think to serve everybody in the area, this is probably the best bet. So total construction cost, because the land is already purchased, is about $10.5 million. Green facility wise, it's tough for green facility. I think ideally you want to try to reuse any waste that the facility produces, but it's tough to know exactly how much waste will be produced to make it worth it to kind of use that equipment and that system, because the systems are expensive. So there have to be a substantial amount of waste so that you're saving a lot of money by reusing whatever waste the facility is creating rather. But I do think that constructing an indoor facility in which it utilizes a lot of natural light is good, because it's less lighting you have to pay for, and then when during non-peak hours, lowering energy can also save a lot as well. So for marketing, because it really is a residential, it's supposed to serve a residential area, I think that getting into social media is important, especially Facebook. A lot of parents use Facebook nowadays, and I know a lot of moms use local groups where they talk about local issues and whatnot. So I think infiltrating that, also local media like the local patches, as well as radio advertising and things like that are also going to infiltrate the community. So security plan, potential issues, just your run-of-the-mill stuff, juvenile delinquency, rowdy fans and parents, illegal substance use, etc. Things like this, just normal facility, sporting kind of issues. So when you have security, they're more than likely going to be outnumbered if there's a serious issue, like riots and whatnot. And even if there is something where someone's breaking the law, security can only do so much. So it's important for them to kind of confirm the situation, neutralize the situation, and then reach the authorities. That would be the initial plan. And for closing, pretty simple. Who's ever left would have to, ensure everyone leaves the stadium, make sure there's no one else hiding or, lost in the stadium, make sure cars are out of the garage, and then reporting back to the main security office before exiting. And that's the plan for my facility. And again, I know it's bold, but I think it would be good for the community.